They told us wealth was out of reach, that generational success was for later, and home ownership, maybe one day, if you play by their rules. But while they were busy doubting, Black America was buying, building, and leveling up in silence. Welcome to 10 American cities where Black wealth is quietly taking over. And no, this isn't about Instagram flexes or one-off success stories. These are real cities with real movement where Black money is buying back the block, investing in futures, and building empires where folks once saw despair. You won't see this on the evening news, but in these U.S. cities where Black wealth and entrepreneurship are on the rise, Black professionals are becoming landlords, business owners, and economic anchors. And the kicker? Most of America hasn't noticed yet, but they will. So while some are still sleeping on these Black money moves, others are waking up in cities they used to own and realizing ownership has changed hands. Hit that like button, subscribe to Virtual Travel by Brian, and buckle up because the rise is happening, and these 10 cities are proof that the future is Black and built to last. Number 10. Richmond, Virginia. Black investors didn't just show up in Richmond, they've been flipping the entire economic narrative, property by property, block by block. The city once known for Confederate statues is now home to a surge in Black-led development, entrepreneurship, and real estate reinvestment that's forcing a new conversation. What happens when the overlooked become the owners? According to 2023 data from the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, Black homeownership in Richmond rose by 7% in the past 5 years, well above the national average. Even more impressive, over 300 new Black-owned businesses opened in just 3 years, many located in formerly redlined neighborhoods that are now bouncing back with Black capital leading the charge. Millennials and Gen Zers are coming back home from overpriced metros like DC and New York, taking their remote income and pouring it into Richmond's historically Black districts: Church Hill, Jackson Ward, and Southside. You'll see art galleries next to soul food joints, Black-run community land trusts, and developers turning vacant lots into income-generating properties. Why is this so important? Because for the first time in decades, Black wealth in Richmond isn't just resisting gentrification, it's redirecting it. The power isn't in protesting anymore, it's in purchasing. Number 9. Columbus, Ohio. Columbus doesn't usually make headlines for Black wealth, but maybe that's the problem. Because while bigger cities chase clout, Black entrepreneurs in Columbus are stacking quiet wins, and the results are undeniable. Between 2019 and 2024, Columbus saw a 23% increase in Black-owned businesses, according to data from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. The city's relatively low cost of living and strong tech sector have created fertile ground for young Black professionals to plant financial roots. And you know, they're not just starting side hustles, they're building scalable enterprises in logistics, real estate, and tech services. The Near East Side, once hollowed out by disinvestment, is now seeing a slow and intentional revival, with Black developers at the forefront. Local co-ops, culturally grounded financial programs, and community wealth-building initiatives are keeping dollars circulating within the community longer than in nearly any other Ohio metro. Have you ever wondered how much progress is possible when Black talent is given room to grow without being priced out or pushed out? Columbus proves it doesn't take coastal hype to build legacy wealth. It takes strategy, affordability, and a city willing to let Black brilliance breathe. Number 8. Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham once made headlines for fire hoses and marches. Today it's quietly earning new attention for property portfolios, thriving Black-led startups, and intergenerational wealth quietly gaining momentum. According to a 2024 report by the Black Economic Alliance, Birmingham is now one of the top southern metros for Black real estate investment. Black-owned contracting firms, realtors, and investors are redeveloping neglected neighborhoods not to flip to outsiders, but to offer affordable housing to Black residents looking to own. Jefferson County saw a 6% rise in Black homeownership in just 3 years, and Birmingham's Urban Impact Program has helped fund over 400 new Black-owned businesses since 2020. These aren't just barbershops and boutiques. These are logistics companies, software startups, wellness spaces, and real estate holding firms. How does a city known for brutal segregation become a blueprint for Black financial autonomy? By turning trauma into fuel and opportunity into ownership. Birmingham isn't healing by forgetting its past. It's healing by building a future the past tried to deny. Number 7. Indianapolis, Indiana. You probably didn't expect Indianapolis to pop up here, but that's exactly why it's on the list. While everyone was busy obsessing over coastal cities, Black families and investors in Indy were quietly collecting assets, expanding businesses, and pushing the city's Black economic power into a new era. Over the last 5 years, Indianapolis has seen a 19% growth in Black-owned business registrations, according to data from the Indiana Small Business Development Center. Meanwhile, the Martindale, Brightwood, and Riverside neighborhoods, once considered economic dead zones, are seeing reinvestment driven by Black developers who are focused on ownership, not just aesthetics. The city also boasts one of the highest Black home ownership rates in the Midwest, currently over 41% per 2024 HUD data. And let's talk youth. Local programs like Black Onyx Management and Indy Black Chamber of Commerce are teaching teens and college grads how to invest, scale, and create passive income long before their first gray hair. Here's something to consider. What happens when a city that's not trendy, not flashy, and not on anybody's radar becomes a stronghold for Black financial freedom? That's Indy right now. Unbothered, underhyped, and absolutely undeniable. Number 6, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. New Orleans gets the camera time, but Baton Rouge is getting the bag. In fact, Louisiana's capital is becoming a southern powerhouse for Black land ownership, economic revitalization, and cultural reinvestment. And honestly, it's all happening beneath the radar. According to 2024 stats from the Baton Rouge Area Chamber, Black-owned businesses in the metro area have grown by 26% in just the last 4 years. That's a higher growth rate than Houston, Miami, and even Atlanta in some categories. The local ecosystem is driven by community banks offering low-barrier loans and grassroots coalitions buying back property, literally lot by lot. North Baton Rouge, once dismissed as blighted, now has some of the most active Black real estate cooperatives in the South. Local entrepreneurs are building wellness centers, tech incubators, and grocery stores, while keeping Black dollars cycling through Black hands. Why is no one talking about this? Because Baton Rouge isn't selling itself to outsiders. It's investing inward. The result? An economy that's small, smart, and unapologetically centered on Black prosperity. We're halfway through the countdown. If you are enjoying the video so far, hit the like button, subscribe to Virtual Travel by Brian, and ring the notification bell for more informative content. Let's get back into it. Number 5, Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville is proof that you can't judge a city by the headlines. While much of Florida is tangled in political chaos, Jax is quietly becoming one of the most financially empowering places for Black Americans to build wealth, especially for families escaping higher-cost cities. Data from the Urban Institute shows that Black homeownership in Jacksonville has increased by 9% over the past 6 years. That's a massive jump when compared to other large cities where Black ownership is flatlining or falling. The affordability here is key. You can still buy property in the metro area for under $250,000, something almost unheard of in 2025. Meanwhile, the Black middle class is expanding fast. From Arlington to Northside, Jacksonville has seen an influx of Black professionals launching logistics companies, Airbnb portfolios, and community-centered financial literacy hubs. But here's where it gets deeper. Jacksonville's legacy of resistance, dating back to Axe Handle Saturday, has transformed into economic resistance. Residents aren't just marching anymore, they're monetizing, mobilizing, and multiplying wealth. What would it look like if the next Black Wall Street wasn't in a northern city, but right in the heart of Northeast Florida? Jacksonville might already be writing that script. Number 4, Charlotte, North Carolina.